Marauder EX here with Let's Play Panzer Dragoon Saga, Part 11. We meet our seeker friend face to face. Well, face to mask face. And we learn just how stupid the main character is, really. He's sitting here talking to a guy he doesn't know, who knows what a dragon is. You'd think that would be a clue to, be a little on guard, but... One thing I do love about this game is the fact that the voice acting is in Japanese. It does give you a sense that this is not our world. Granted, if you speak Japanese, then you don't get that feeling. Or if you do speak Japanese, you don't get that feeling, I should say. Because I don't understand a word of Japanese. So to me, it seems like I'm watching a story from somewhere else. A world that's not my own, because quite obviously there are dragons and giant radioactive monsters. Well, I don't know they're radioactive, but I mean, honestly, look at them. Creepy mutated monsters. And obviously, we learn that he is kind of trustworthy. And the first thing he does is asks us for a favor. Wow. That's so nice of you. So great. I saved your life and you're asking me for it. Now, most of this is just story. And again, it's an RPG, but really... How many of the first videos that I've put out are just story? And I guarantee you, this next one, the full amount of this video is going to be story. There's not going to be any battles in this one, there's not going to be any flying around, it's just all story. Name is Gash, and he's and he actually does play a fairly large part in the game. He's going to be popping in and out for the majority of the game, helping us out, items and such. So, you'd best get used to him, because he's going to be around for 4 discs of this game. This is the world map. And it's not a very large world map, as you can see. That's the extent of it. Those are the points that we can go to now. The village is our next stopping point. And very red tint. Red usually meaning bad or caution or beef. If anyone gets that joke, you are awesome. For those that don't, it's from the movie Toys. Great movie, starring Robin Williams. Little on the creepy side at times, but still really entertaining. You get to watch Robin Williams basically do his own thing for 2 hours with whatever he wants to do in a toy factory. Anyway, completely off subject. The village has been attacked. Because we figured that it was in league with someone we didn't want. Really, there is no good guy in this. As we've learned, the Empire are bad guys, Kramen are bad guys. We are our own side. We don't really side with the Seekers because they're on their own side too. They do their own thing, they're not really interested in what I'm doing, they have no desire to really topple the Empire or Kramen or get involved in that mess. Which is the smartest of the options at this point. Because both sides have a ridiculous number of large doomsday weapons, and it's just going to keep getting bigger from that point on, because they're uncovering ruins and such, so... For all intents and purposes, we are on our own. We do have the help of Gash here, but... One ally is not going to make or break our little struggle here. And this is actually going to be a familiar sight, not in the FMV sequence here, but campsites are places where you can save, and you can also interact with your dragon. And interacting with the dragon is actually key to getting one of the evolutionary forms. So make sure, if you get a chance, to name your dragon, smile at the dragon, pet the dragon, you know, be nice to the dragon, don't treat it like crap. And while the graphics comparatively now look like crap, and Edge and Gash's faces look ridiculously strange, and the movements are jerky, and you're fairly sure there are clipping problems, remember how old this game is. And the fact that the FMV sequences that we're dealing with now versus the FMV sequences that were in like Final Fantasy VII. Because, I mean, there were a few FMV sequences, but for the most part, like the Sephiroth killing Eris thing, that was an FMV, that was just polygons. Now, the Cloud scene where he is riding down the stairs on the motorcycle, that's FMV, and that's, you know, a little bit better quality than this, but it's also a lot shorter than this. And it doesn't have the voice acting. So, I mean, think about it. This was a fairly advanced game for the time. I mean, it spans 4 discs. When it came out, it was competing directly with Final Fantasy VII, which was only 3 discs. So, yeah, that's... This is an immense game. Sadly, I don't think Team Andromeda has done anything since, and I would love for them to do something new. Something on the Xbox, or the Wii, anything would be awesome. I take it back, they may have been responsible for the Panzer Dragoon game for the Xbox. I'm not entirely sure. So... And Gash is actually fairly familiar with history, so he starts filling our heads with thoughts of the fact that the dragon is divine, and then he gets all cryptic quiet on us. And then tells us where our next objective is, because Seekers leave clues even in death. That's one of his big lines. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the video here, because it's the end of the talking, and it just goes straight in the camp scene, which is where I'll start our next movie. So I will see you in part 12. Take care, everyone.